Just sharing with you back at verse 40. And thy brother say, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, as I was saying a few moments ago, the dominion over the earth. When thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. You know what a yoke is? A yoke is actually one of those things they have around your neck, especially how they used to do our ancestors. Have yoke, have them steel bars off of in case they run through bushes and stuff. It'll hang. They get caught. A yoke is a yoke of bondage, meaning that Esau was in bondage at one point in time. And then when thou broke the yoke off thy neck and has gained the dominion, say 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of his blessing, wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. See, that hatred has been going on ever since that time. This is the reason why the quote-unquote, as you call them, white man, which is really the black man, really hate us, is because of this right here. They know it. They won't tell you, but many of them has confessed it to many of us and has told, they ain't say it right out, but they said the reason why. A lot of them think that we steal, but we're not thieves. That's not in our culture. That's not. We have adapted that from them, but that's not in our culture. That's not in our nature. The reason why they feel a certain way is because they feel that we steal, because what was sold to us and what we have gotten through our mother Rebecca to come in and supplant, or shall I say, to come and take the blessing that was supposed to be for us anyway. It was prophesied, so that was meant for us. So this right here is the key that a lot of people don't realize in this day and time. This is prophecy. No different than the prophecy in Genesis chapter 15 when the Father told Abraham, know for a surety that thy seed will sojourn in a land, in a strange land that's not theirs, for 400 years, and be in bondage 400 years. Yes. This is what I'm sharing with you. The 400 years just ended last August. From August 1619 to August 2019 was the 400 years. Now, then he said, and after that I would judge that nation. That nation being the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire over the earth. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was pretty good. The Roman Empire over the earth. By being the Roman Empire over the earth, the Greeks started, remember, it was 4 world powers, 4 world generations. Babylon, the Medes and the Persians, the Greek and the Roman Empire. The Greek and the Roman Empire is the 3rd and 4th world generation, world powers that has taken over the earth. And if you look in the 2nd commandment in Exodus chapter 20, verse 4 through 6, it says, thou shalt not worship anything in heaven above, earth beneath, or waters under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them nor serve them. For I thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities upon the fathers, upon the children, unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, but showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. That love me and keep my commandments. That love me and keep my commandments. The Father's commandments has been here since day one, when he separated. A lot of people think that Ma'at was here first. The commandments was here since day one. That's when he first separated the law from darkness. Light from darkness, the law from evil and wickedness. That was here first. The Ma'at came later on, as well as the Hammurabi Code and everything else. The Father said that he's going to establish his covenant through Abraham's seed, which he did in the wilderness in Exodus. I'm giving you tidbits to check out for yourself. Exodus chapter 24, verse 8. He anointed, and the anointing is the act of anointing, if you know it or not. The act of anointing when he anointed Israel with the blood of an ox in Exodus 24, verse 8. Check the information out. When he did that, the Father's words stand forever. When he stood with Israel then, that was the blood sacrifice, the blood anointing at that time. The enemy studied the book, gave you something else. This is the reason why you believe in Jesus, which is still the straw man to Yahshua. The straw man is a fictitious story or a fictitious person, or might as well say person, because a person is a monster. It's not really a real flesh and blood being. Do your research. Get your Black's Law Dictionary and check out the information. But got to understand words. Got to understand information. I'm sharing it with you, but it's up to you to do your due diligence, your research to find out what I'm saying is right, wrong, true, or false. Same with anointing. But I give it the anointing in a few moments. Just sharing with you, back to the story. This is the reason why the third and fourth generation hate us. The Caucasians can't stand us. The reason why is because we have the blessing. Today is the awakening. Today is what's happening. This is what's going on right now. We're waking up all over the world. And as I said, if you don't be according to the Creator's word, the Creator's laws, you won't be here. Jeremiah 31, verse 33 and 34 is the key. But to lead up precept upon precept, the key is 31, verse 31 through 37 in Jeremiah. But I'm going to leave it at that right now. I just wanted to bring it up to par so y'all can understand where we're at in this day and time. According to prophecy, Genesis chapter 15, when the Father speaks, is law. Anything that, when the Father speaks, when the day you hear my voice, harden not your heart. That's where we at today. So it's up to you to accept it or reject it. So this is the third week over here at J Bellas. We're looking for y'all to come down. We open here every Monday from 7 to 9. And for this facility to be open, we are just to come in. It's a $5 fee just to come in, but the classes and indexing is free. We just want you to know that. Indexing is free. The class here that we're giving is free. That's why we're giving it to you just like this. And just to come in, to pay for the facility, it's a $5 cover charge. Not much to come and get the information, to get the indexing, to come in and get everything happening, for it to happen. But indexing itself is free. Otherwise, I'll come back with you with the other half of what I'm just sharing with you right now. After my sister Joanne gives you information on what's in your package from indexing. You ready, baby? Thank you. Let me pause this.